Well, hello, everybody. Leslie here. How are you? I wanted to do another case study for you. So I'm probably going to do 3 videos today. And please watch the previous video to this, which will be about self-care. Very important for anybody in the work world, but especially the paralegal. Okay. Case study today is going to be regarding a fictitious person. These are not real people, but it's a scenario that I think will help you learn. And this is Briana, who started off as a legal secretary, legal receptionist, and her focus was work, work, work. In other words, learning her craft. But what she soon discovered was that she could never catch up with her work, which is very common for the paralegal. We never catch up. We just try to get projects completed, sometimes, right away or not. They linger on. Cases sometimes go on for 5 to 7 years. So you're never caught up. She wasn't sure how to manage her work and was very afraid to talk to anyone in the law firm because they were not exactly receptive to questions, which is very common. And that they might think that because she's asking certain questions, they would think she's incompetent and doesn't know anything. Well, we don't know anything. I mean, we know some things when we're starting because we've learned. And maybe you've gone to school for 2 years or you got a certificate, or you have no formal education. I've got I've got a basset hound howling right now. So hold on. I'm just waiting to see if he'll stop. This is where you get to see live action here in the Williams household. Hey, Russell, come here. Come here. Come on in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. You stay. Whoa. You stay by mom, okay? There. You get to see, this is why I do most of my videos in the car, by the way, because I have a very vocal basset hound. Anyway, the management of your work and knowing what to do it can come right away, and you can reduce your stress right away. But when you're first starting out, you're learning so many new things, but management of your work is highly important. And knowing where you stand on all of your work is highly important. When I said in this case study, work, 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 that was me in my first job, and I was soaking everything up like a sponge. Lay down, babe, lay down. I took good notes, so I didn't have to ask anybody 2 or 3 times the same question. Remember that. Russ, just lay down. Go ahead. Come on over here. So this is a very unusual video today, managing Russell the Basset Hound. By the way, I will show you him. Come here, honey. Come here. You're going to be, hold on. I know this is going to make you dizzy, but hold on. This is Russell. I don't know if you can see him right there, but anyway, hold on. I know this is dizzying when we do this, but I wanted to show you. Got a close-up of Russell the Basset. I started out as that legal receptionist, legal secretary, and I really didn't know anything about the legal field. We bring value to the law firm by what we've done in the past, but we still have a lot to learn. So don't think that you're never going to get it. You will eventually, but those first 2 months are very, how can I say, they're difficult because you are learning so much and there's terminology that you don't know. And by the way, go to my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, and look at the link called bar charts. That has a legal terminology bar chart that you'll see, and it links you right to it, so there's no guessing. And yes, it's an affiliate link. but I have one in my car as we speak because if it just has so much good stuff. It's a fold out, huge laminated brochure type thing. Not a brochure, but it folds out like that. There are many different types of bar charts, and you'll see them on my website. The other thing is make sure that you go to the website paralegalcoffeetalk.com and get all the complimentary items, the list of 19 alternative paralegal jobs, the goals journal, and a free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In. Be sure that you do that and get on the wait list if you're interested for the Paralegal Inner Circle class that launches on January 15th. Okay. A very successful class that I run, and I launch it about maybe 3 times a year. But this is I just finished, or I'm in a class right now with my students, and usually I have 3 classes going at once. So be sure to be a part of that if you're new to the legal field. It's not for paralegal veterans, but get on the wait list for that, and you'll be on my mailing list. I don't overdo email, but you will get additional training in email. Okay. Starting out as a legal secretary, legal receptionist is a great way to start out. You will learn everything pretty much there is to know in a law firm by doing that. It's a great way to start out. Don't be disheartened. I mean, whether you've graduated from a 2-year degree school, program, or paralegal certificate program, or no formal education, those are the 3 ways you get into this field. You will hear otherwise from paralegals. Don't buy into that. Okay. I got in with no experience whatsoever, and people will say, well, Leslie, that was 29 years ago. No, it still goes on today. Still goes on today. People break in that way. I had to ask questions, but I also had to take responsibility. And when I asked a question, I would, and got an answer to it, I would put it in a folder. Like this folder is named case studies, and I keep my case studies notes that I want to share with you in this folder. So when you have it, you might set up an interview questions folder. You might set up a folder regarding a question that you're asking a paralegal while you're on the job, but you don't want to ask the same question over and over again. That will be maddening for the paralegal. Take notes and categorize your notes. Don't have all different topics on one page. Just if this is about a specific case, and it has to do with what you're putting in a motion, then have a motions folder so that you can refer back to it. Okay? So take that, be responsible that way, and you'll learn so much. But what you should do is learn ahead of time before you ever step foot into this career. And I always say that Google is your BFF. If you're not researching on Google and learning about different areas of law, then you really have to come to grips with, do you really want to be in this field or not? If you have no curiosity about this field, do you really want to be in it or not? And the question you have to answer is, what is your why for being in the field? Very important with this particular case study, that yes, your first 2 months will feel like work, 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 and that's all you're going to think about is work. But when you put certain things into place and you learn how to manage your work, it will start to ease up. And after the 6-month mark, you're going to feel like you're grasping a lot. But that means you track everything that you're learning. Make a list of every new skill, every place you research. You should bookmark on your computer so that you know you can go there. You don't want to recreate the wheel all the time. Okay, this is a 30-year veteran paralegal telling you what I've done over 30 years. And I had to learn to do that so that I wasn't recreating that wheel and didn't feel like I was stressed out. Okay, so that's just one case study. Briana, who is me, went on to have a long career and worked in many different law firms in many areas of law. You never know where you're going to end up, but keep your mind open. Okay. And watch the self-care video that was right before this one today. All right. So have a great day. And any questions, comments, again, post them below. Would love to answer them for you and help you in any way. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.